Ready? This is easy. Ready? Unplug, plug in, and just close the door. What's up, guys? So I remember how I made a video about the DVD for my new car about a year ago, and well, that car kind of doesn't exist anymore. I got in an accident about a month ago and the car was totaled, but I got a new car. And honestly, I can't see lots of reviews on YouTube or anywhere else for this specific year of this car, so I figured we're gonna make one. And the reason that this fits into my channel is it's a plug-in hybrid. So let's jump into this thing. These are the charging stations at the school. They are charge point stations. I already tapped my phone. I'm waiting on the physical card to come in. But unplug it, tap on the little door, and that's one of the things I love about this car. We're just gonna plug it right in. So in case you guys couldn't tell, this is a Ford Fusion Energi. And yes, she's wet. I was just parked outside at my parents' house, but we're gonna review this thing. And I've had it and I've been driving it now for about 2.5, 3 weeks. And I will say this car, it looks amazing. The styling, it's all just gorgeous, all the clean lines. And the trunk, so it's got LED tail lights and indicators respectively. Third brake lights all the way up there. First car I've owned that has an actual antenna. Just on the side, it's a 4-door sedan. We got alloy wheels. When I bought it, 4 tires all the way around. We got a really good deal on this car. It's only got, when we bought it, it had 51,500 miles, but we're up to 52 now. Beautiful front grille. And I'll get a couple more shots outside when we go for a drive around, but that's gonna be in a little bit because we're plugged in charging. So let me show you some of the other stuff on the side of the car. So over here on this side, we have the keypad that is on most Ford vehicles. So it's just these 2 buttons to lock it. It's a little wet right now, so it's not detecting it as easily, but we're just gonna lock it from the key fob. Now this is the SE Luxury model, so it does not have a push button start, but that's okay. So it has a flip key. But the downside, because this is the plug-in hybrid, is the size of the trunk. And as you can see, it is really small because we have this big, thick hybrid battery back here. This is just my work backpack and my jumper cables and emergency stuff. It did come with an at-home charger. You know, typical 120 volt charger that comes with most vehicles now except Tesla, because Tesla has decided they want to go that route. But yeah, no, it's a really, really nice car. So we'll jump into the interior. I'll show you inside and I'll show you all the little things about it. But actually, I did forget these. So we have turn signals on the side of the mirrors. So you can see when I unlock it, it blinks. Lock it. Cool. In here, really, really nice setup. We got my dash cam right now. Massive infotainment screen. And let's go. So this vehicle does have a backup camera, which I absolutely love. And right now we are in EV mode. My brakes are so squeaky because it has been raining. But I don't know if it can even be heard on camera, but that electric motor is silent. And this cabin is oh so quiet. Let me actually switch over to gas real quick. So there's an EV button right down here by my thumb. And using that button, you can switch between auto, which is used like on the highways and stuff, or it's what I use it for. EV, which switches to battery only mode, or EV later, which switches you to the gas engine for now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Why are we still in EV mode? There we go. So the gas engine is running. It'll probably shut off at this light if I'm honest. But compared to all the other cars around me, you can hear those other cars more than you can me. So while we're sitting at this light, I'll show you. So we have heated seats, obviously the defoggers, all that normal stuff. Massive display. Everyone nags on the MyFord Touch system, but honestly I don't mind it. The 2017s and up had a dial shifter and Apple CarPlay, but it's not a big deal for me because this vehicle does have built-in navigation. It has Bluetooth, all that normal stuff. Right here in front of my gauge cluster, or in my gauge cluster, I can see, you know, my view, which I custom set up, which I'll show you up close in a minute. And then on the right, I can set whatever I want from various different things like audio, climate control, phone, navigation, all that stuff, which I think is really cool. You can see the range on the bottom right with the temperature, odometer on the bottom left. Those are things you cannot change on the displays, but pretty much everything else is interchangeable. Like you can set whatever you want. On my screen on the right, actually, it's showing me the speed limit right now because I have it set to navigation, which I think is really cool. You know, the interior lights, they're really great. The moonroof above me, which is actually what my phone is currently secured to, in order to record this safely while driving. But no, honestly, this is a really, really nice car, especially inside, and driving it, you don't feel any of the bumps as deeply as you would think that you do, because it is a Ford, and sometimes Fords can be a little stiff, but honestly, this one, it's butter smooth. I'm switching back to battery power. Now, we did just unplug it, and this vehicle is rated for 20 miles EV range, but it's not ideal temperatures. It is 50 degrees, which is a lot better than the other day when I unplugged it. But so it says I have 15 miles of EV range right now because it doesn't expect me to be running the heater or any of that other stuff. But the other day when I unplugged it, it said 11 miles because it was on a really cold day and it expected that I was going to run the seat heaters and the cabin heaters and the defoggers and all that stuff, which I think is just really cool that it does the math on the fly to calculate exactly how much EV range you actually have. And obviously this has the regenerative braking and all that stuff. 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds. It is magnificently slow compared to my Camry, but it still does have a very nice pick-me-up to it. So I'm gonna grab some food. The rest of this video was recorded back in December, but it's currently February 24th when I'm editing it. I wanted to show you guys. So it's been about 3 months. I've only gotten gas 5 times. And I've only spent, I only spend about an average of anywhere from $30 to $40 for about 80 to 90% of a tank. And this is it right here. So it's probably, I'm not doing the exact math right now, but we're looking at about 150, 160 bucks more or less. And that's in 3 months. Mind you, I spent $1,000 in gas for the Camry between January and the beginning of November when I got in the accident. And so this is a massive savings. So this is $150 in 3 months. I have the numbers for the charging cost. Those are separately. I'll figure those out later. But either way, on average, I have a spreadsheet, and that spreadsheet tells me it comes down to about 7-8 cents a mile in gasoline. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Click up here to subscribe, over here to watch my most recent video. I've got a couple of videos coming soon, but till next time, guys. Peace. Disgusting. How dare you befoul my lovely Alex.